Hello!
It's alive.
Hi.
Happy Sapphicathon!
Sapphicathon. What edition is this? Is this our 4th month?
July, August, September, October. Damn, this is our 5th time.
This is our 5th Sapphicathon.
Are y'all gonna sit there? Cause
no, this is not where we're gonna sit. It's just because we were late. I just figured I would perch on the edge of the couch like an owl.
Anyway, our guest this month is Mique. You can introduce yourself if you want to.
Please give us details. This
Sure.
is also talking.
I'll give you all the tea. So, hey everybody, I am Mique. I am the face and mind and body and soul of Mique's Book Club. I read horror, thrillers, and fairy porn, and that's it. I'm not that interesting.
I told y'all that's exactly. I was talking to them about Nothing But Blackened Teeth. Oh, y'all could discuss. But
who has read Nothing But Blackened Teeth? Because I finished that book yesterday and wanted to like delete my whole channel and wished that books were never invented because
they read it in fucking like 45 minutes.
It took me 45
minutes. Did you love
minutes.
it? Did you love it? What do you think of this book, Jesse? No. Talk to me.
No, listen. They were 20 pages in and they're like, I don't know what McKay's talking about. Like, this is really good writing.
Started out so strong.
And then Jesse, and then
I'm debating how much to say because we just posted our spoiler-filled vlog on our Patreon, and we don't want to like be disloyal to our patrons, you know. What I'm going to say is that we rated Nothing But Blackened Teeth 2 stars. Why is Akasha Gregory Hines tap dancing behind? Can y'all hear Akasha's clickety clack, click clack?
I'm sweating.
It's so loud. It is so loud.
She's in bed
pacing. Okay, she retired. She knew that we were shaming her. So we gave it to 2 out of 5 stars.
Yeah. We sat at Barnes and Noble until they finished the book. And
I swear, I was with you. Like I was with y'all. I read for the first 20 minutes, I was like legit like reading everything. And then 20% in, I was like, I can literally skip all the paragraphs and just read the dialogue and understand this entire story. So I read the dialogue and then I just read like the first and last sentence of every paragraph. And like, what was the point? It was 80%. Okay, let me just illustrate a picture, a tapestry of shit for everybody in the chat, because that's what this book is. And 80% of this book is literally like these 5 people rent this house in Japan and they argue about who fucked who in the past and unrequited feelings and, oh, I am so jealous, but why are you being a bitch though? Literally all the dialogue sounds like that. And then in the last like 10%, there is a vague semblance of something that could be horror, but you have to really, like if I were to present you with a Hubble telescope and a microscope to search for the horror aspects in this book, you probably would still have to squint into the fucking telescope to find it. Because I tried. I had to say
they need to exit.
Exit frame. Okay, it's fine. I'll do all the talking. That's why I'm here. Anyway, so I had faith in this book because Gabby from Gabby Reads, she had a copy of it and she had like a hardcover copy of it. And I was like, okay, if someone published this book in hardcover, surely there should be some merit to it. And question marks, just literal question marks. I have no idea why. And yeah, that's my review of Nothing But Blackened Teeth. The wonderful, magical horror book of the year. Horror book of the year.
Well, there's that. What is everyone else reading today?
I know for a fact that every single word just resonated with Jesse, given the profound look of distraughtness in their eyes.
They damn near peed themselves.
Yeah.
Blink twice.
Blink twice. This is the first time me and Mique are, Mique and I our video chatting.
Oh,
too.
for real? Y'all haven't?
Yeah, we just DM. What is happening?
We send paragraphs to one another, but we've never actually spoken face to face, soul to
Beautiful.
soul. You know,
Beautiful.
this is a moment. This is an actual moment happening right now, Jen.
It's
This
so
is like going through something together.
I know. I think what I'm gonna do is see if I can like take a couple minutes and go look for my glasses because I can't read the chat. Like I can barely see you because it's so small.
Okay.
Will you take over just for a few minutes?
Sure.
I'm gonna try and.
Why not?
Thank you.
Nothing new here. I always forget.
I haven't even looked at the chat yet. Let's like entertain people.
Something's happening.
Oh,
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, I hit Siri.
Something's happening. Why does it sound like your water just broke?
Because something was happening. I couldn't hear Mique.
Something's
Can
happening.
you hear me now?
Yeah. What did you say? I heard the beginning of your sentence, but.
No, I was like, let's entertain the people in the chat while waiting.
Yes.
Okay, like I haven't even looked at the chat yet.
I know.
Bow ties and all right, here we go.
Hi, Christina. Thanks for coming.
I love you, Christina.
Hi.
I'd say same, but I don't even know what I'm reading for the readathon yet. Yeah, what is everyone reading? Let us know. I'm gonna be reading the group book later on.
I'm also reading the group book. I'm about like 60% in, I want to say.
Are you loving it or hating it? Liking it? What?
No, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I mean, I think this is my first sapphic romance because my sapphic books prior to this were horror thriller books. So this is because like I am not a romance reader. I am allergic to romance, and I just don't like it. I mean, like I just like when people end up happy at the end of a book, I just want to vomit. Anyway.
Jesse feels the same way.
I know.
What I was saying earlier, I was telling them when they were like, I don't know what Mickey's talking about. I was like, that's all he reads is thriller and horror and like queer romances. So like, and then they were like,
and fairy porn.
And they were like, oh, he was bored. I get it. So, but to motivate. Oh.
No, I wasn't just bored. I was like infuriated. I was like, okay, if you're gonna be shitty, at least like be shitty with gusto. Don't half-ass your crap. Because it was just so. I felt like when I feel like I'm wasting my time, that's like the biggest crime you can inflict on me as a person. Like when I feel like I have lost 10 years of my life. And here's the thing, because like I recently DNF'd Dennis Vipers because it was.
I was gonna mention that.
We can talk about that when Jesse gets back because like I know they are gonna want to hear the tea on that 600-page porno written by a 16-year-old. Honestly, so I DNF'd that book, but because it was like super long. But this book was only about like 800 pages, right? So I was like, I'm gonna stick it out till the end, and I just a part of my soul was chipped away as I was reading that book. It was that bad. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my god, I'm dead. At your exes for wasting your time and making it your biggest pet peeve in life. Okay. I'll be using these reading sprints to motivate me to clean this damn house. Christina, get it, girl.
We cheering for you. You got it, Christina. You fucking got this, Christina. Let's hype Christina up, guys.
Yes. Get it, girl. Clean.
Clean house, clean life, you know.
What
just
is
girl boss things.
Just girl boss things. I don't know how to use just Finally made it to 100.
Wait, what did Lena make it to?
Like
this
this.
Alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Glad to have you here, Lena.
Are you drunk?
Okay, this may or may not be super special fun juice, so just, you know.
I can tell. Oh,
I'm just not going to say names of things out loud because I don't want to get us pulled off, you know. So I'm going to be, it's water. It's water. We're drinking water.
That's fairy porn, but I'm dead. I'm also for what? For the, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so behind on comments.
We're gonna need her to elaborate. Wait, I just finished Satisfaction Guarantee. Oh, did you like it? Because like I am like a bit over half. I'm a bit over the halfway point. I was like, should I finish it today? But then I'm gonna have nothing to read during the sprint, so I just saved.
Are you not reading?
Last, like.
Are you not reading Gideon the Ninth anymore?
No.
Oh. Did you
The
start?
audiobook is getting in. No. The audiobook was 16 hours long, and I was like, do I want to, I can either cram 2 books in today and have a meltdown, or I can relaxedly read one book that I may or may not finish and go for a walk, play video games, enjoy my Saturday. So I chose the latter.
Yes. Yeah,
I mean, I've already like met my like goal for like books of the year. So I'm kind of just like taking it slow for these last 2 months, you know.
Yeah, see, I'm like, I always debate between taking it slow and like, because I reached my goal, like, I don't even know when, but a while ago. And so I was like, should I take it slow or should I still like try to read 200 fucking books this year? But anyway.
Oh, I'm not even going to attempt to get to 200. Like, I was under the impression that I wasn't even going to make it to 100 this year. So when I finally made it to 100, I was like, okay, relax. It's November. Come on.
Still like stressing myself out too. I was wearing this crew neck that said your worth is not measured by your productivity, and then I was like, I wear that shit. What the fuck?
I fucking found my glasses.
Why are y'all wearing my glasses?
Because we needed glasses to look for our glasses.
Okay, Velma. God damn.
Jinkies.
What was I saying?
I don't know. Like the scream, their scream just like made me lose my train of thought.
I have not had eyes all day. This feels so good. Mique, you are hot.
Oh, I know. Anyway, Jan, you were talking about the you were giving a TED talk on how productivity isn't measured by blah 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 whatever.
Yeah, no, I was reading it to Jesse, and then they were like, why do we always say this shit? But as booktubers, we really just like berate ourselves for not reading 30 books a month. Like,
I said, like, when I did my mid-year book wrap up, one of the questions in the tag was like, how many books did you read this month? And I was like, I read 46 books this year, rather. And I might not reach 100 books by the end of the year, but I can always lie. I can always say I read 100 books. I mean, you're not gonna know. I'm not on Goodreads. What you gonna do, huh? Like, if you don't read 100 books, you can just fucking lie. I mean, who?
Honestly, though, like, why even lie? Like, who really cares at the end of the day?
I feel like some people actually do care, though, which is why I'm like, I don't know.
I absolutely love where this conversation has gone.
I feel like I would hate myself if I lied. Like, if I were at 99 books and I said, oh, I read 100 books, I'd still be pissed at myself.
I'm with Mique. Fucking lie. I never have, just because I don't set like numerical goals for the books that I want to read in a year. Because I tend to set goals like out of however many books that I read this year, 10% of them I want to be from the library, like that kind of thing. So I personally don't care, but like if someone else said that they read 100 books, it wouldn't bother me. And if for some reason I felt the need to say I read 100 books, that shit would not keep me up at night. Okay, I would not have night sweats because I lied to BookTube and said I read 100 books when I read 87.
I would.
Yeah.
Because you're a good person.
Yeah.
Can't relate, honestly.
Couldn't be me.
I love how I'm just surrounded by doubles right now. It's fine.
Someone had to take the good person role, so.
Right? I guess it's me today. Anyway, I still haven't started Satisfaction Guaranteed. We slept for 9 fucking hours.
We did.
When we said we would, I didn't even hear my alarm. I set an alarm for 1 hour at 12:30.
Oh, I remember that. I mean, I don't remember it going off, but I remember when we were like, we're going to sleep for an hour and we're going to wake up at 3 a.m. and read.
Yeah, it didn't work. We bought snacks.
Didn't y'all only sleep like 2 hours the night before, though?
Yeah. And
you're tired. Your body's tired. And it's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
this is exactly what, to circle back to, because I heard y'all talking about the productivity thing. This is a perfect circle back to that, where, Jan was wearing that shirt that said, what was it?
Your worth is not measured by your productivity.
And yet, even though we're operating off of 2 and 3 hours of sleep, we still felt guilty about falling asleep,
about getting rest,
so that we could try and force ourselves to read a book in a 24-hour period. Like,
yeah, what are we doing?
You know, and actually having genuine anxiety about not being able to do that. And so it's really interesting, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I mean, sleep is, if you're well rested, you can enjoy the book more. There's a booktuber, I don't remember who, but he did this 24-hour reading vlog where he basically stayed up the whole night. And the new Karen Slaughter book came out this year. It's like 600 pages long, and he crammed the whole thing in one. Yeah, False Witness. I finished that book the other day. 5 stars, amazing book. But he read the whole thing, like crammed the whole book in the following day on a day of no sleep, and I was like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, I could see the pain in this person's eyes. I was like, no.
I could see the pain.
Did he still like
it? No, he gave it 3 stars, and I was like, this isn't. There are certain books, honestly, that are like dense to the point that I think you should read them in slow doses, in like small doses, like small spurts to enjoy them better. Like if you cram it all in one sitting, you're gonna hate yourself, or you're gonna hate the book. Like that's just what I think.
Whoa.
My opinion. Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, the only book that I have ever read overnight that was over 600 pages was the final book in the Twilight Saga, which I think was 750 pages.
I did not know this about y'all.
We read it in 15 hours, and we were so exhausted by the end of it that we were having auditory hallucinations.
Did y'all have the audiobook, or was it just like only your eyes?
Only the eyes.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. But also, though, I was in high school at the time. So if a person had said, oh, listen to the audiobook, I would have been like, that's cheating, you know, because I was that hoe. You know, I hadn't worked through my ableism yet. So, yeah, even if I had the option of reading the audiobook and switching between the two, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh my God. These comments, I haven't started Satisfaction. I started The Lost Girls, though. It's hilarious. I'm only 8 pages in.
What's the genre of that book?
It's YA. Yeah, it's about this like girl who's like 16, and she meets all the other girls that the vampire turned into vampires, like the head vampire turned into vampires, and then it's like a revenge story. So
I love revenge. I really want to do revenge stories.
Do it.
Or book recs.
Yeah, between that and Dowry and Blood, like you're like in a vampire mood lately.
I know. It's because
like...
of ever since A Dowry of Blood, I was in a vampy mood. So I was like, okay, let me save all my vampy reads for Vampathon. And then I moved during Vampathon, so I read like A Dowry of Blood, and that's it.
Yeah, like now that we're talking about A Dowry of Blood, like Jan was like forcing me to read that book. She was like, Mique, as my friend, you need to read the books I like. And I was like, okay. So I got the book, and then it ended up being like my favorite book of last month. I was like, I did not expect this. Like I was expecting like some stupid porn book. I was like, okay, it's gonna have sex scenes and I don't know, scissoring maybe. Who knows? And then I was like, the writing is good. How? Why? I've never heard of this author before, and I was just like living. It was amazing, so good.
It's immaculate. I literally I just ordered this thing where I blew up the cover of A Dowry of Blood on a canvas, and then it was like $30. And I told the author, and she was like, "You need to send me pictures. You did not do that." And I was like,
"That's so cute. I can't wait to see it in person."
It's like 11 by 14, so it's not that big, but
it's gonna be gorgeous.
Well, because the way Jan advertised the book to me was like, Mique, all I'm gonna say is vampire, like lesbian threesome, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be erotica. But no, it was just like, I mean, yeah, it does have, you know, some steamy scenes, but it was just so like good. Like I
had to sell it to my target audience. Like I knew that would get you. So.
You pitched it in a way that I would resonate with, and
with.
The good writing was just a bonus.
Right. That's how I pitched it to y'all too, right?
Yeah. To be fair, though, everybody says that about that book.
Oh.
That's all anyone ever says is
because that's what gets people.
Threesomes.
Well, I said vampy threesome.
Yes.
Or,
no, I'm gonna quote you. I'm gonna like go through our messages. Like you said what I said.
I did? I swear I said like polyamorous vampy threesome.
And I'm not knocking that synopsis, but that every time someone has pitched that book, that's what I personally heard, which I just find amusing. Because you're right. It's a great way to sell it.
Yes. Not to mention the toxic relationship writing and all the relatable.
It's such a great book.
Oh, really I want to read it again.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
I have an alternate title of that book, but it's a spoiler. But Jesse knows what it is. How to Train Your. How to Train Your blank. The blank is a spoiler.
I can't wait for Jan to read this book. It's gonna be so.
I need it in my life. So probably next.
I don't
know. No. Should I just buy it?
I think so, but
y'all think I would like it?
No one really likes.
No, but like disturbed, like
Yeah.
I feel like you'd have an. I feel like you'd have an experience, but I can't promise you would like it because I don't know. I
just want to. Next time I visit Jesse, I'll just binge it.
Yeah.
Someone's reading Girls of Paper. Wait, I knew this. Oh,
so
fucking
good.
love Girls of Paper and Fire. Have you read that? Okay.
Oh, I haven't read that. Do you recommend it?
I think Mique would like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I recommend. Don't lie to him.
No, I know. I recommend it to everyone, but not specifically Mique.
I personally, Mique, think that there are better books in this genre to get you into. Like, if you were gonna pick one, I wouldn't make Girls of Paper and Fire that one.
Yeah, because some of it is really YA in the romance. In the romance.
Well, I mean, it's 5 stars. It's one of my favorite books.
Yeah, I mean, the group book we're reading now is like very outside of my comfort zone, but that doesn't mean I dislike it. I mean, I definitely don't think I'm going to be giving it a 5 stars. Like, it's in the 3 and a 3.5 ballpark, which is pretty high for a romance book in my criteria, in my rating system, because I normally am like, were they cute and did they end up happy in the end? 1 star. I know. But yeah.
And then Mique made me read Killing Stalking, and I couldn't make it past freaking chapter 9 or whatever.
9 of 64.
It was the most disturbing thing I've ever read, y'all. Like.
Yeah, but like that is like my ideal. Just kidding.
I'm so excited. We just watched your horror book recommendations video, and we just added a bunch of the books, including Killing Stalking. Like, that video was so good, Mique.
Yeah, I want to read the Robert House.
Oh, wait. I need to bring a certain thing up because Jesse nearly blocked me for not watching Shang-Chi. I have finally seen Shang-Chi. It was really good.
Did you love it?
Details.
Yeah, of course I did. How could you not? It was so. I was just like. There was one scene I didn't like though, and it was like near the end with Awkwafina having a moment, and I was like, I don't think this moment was earned. But other than that, I was just like, my eyes were hard.
I see what you're saying.
Do you know what scene I'm talking about? Like, it zooms into Awkwafina's face, and I was like, you only trained for like 20 minutes, so how is this moment like a moment for you? Like, how is this a moment for you? Because like, I don't buy it. I didn't buy it.
What was your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene in the movie was every single scene with Tony Leung, because I am personally in love with him as a person, and he is my favorite person, and I love him, and yeah. That's
right. You're a fan of his work. So that was my first work of him.
I made you a list of movies of his to watch on my phone, on my notes app, which I have over here. Yeah, because you said you wanted to binge his stuff, and I was like, I need to help them out and give them the tea. So, in the mood for love, in the mood for love, Chunking Express, Lust, Caution, Hero, Happy Together, 2046, and The Grandmaster. But here's the thing. I discovered Tony Leung because he is a frequent collaborator of my favorite director. His name is Wong Kar-wai. So if you're going to be binging Tony Leung's films, I would highly recommend binging his films also. He's from Hong Kong. And honestly, Asian Quentin Tarantino without the gore and violence. Like that is how I pitch him. It's just like mood for days, and so good.
I'm so geeked. Like you've no idea. I'm so excited.
Christina, don't Christina.
Oh my god, my favorite scene was the train fight scene, and y'all know how I feel about fight scenes.
I'm telling you, the director of martial arts for Shang-Chi, genius.
That's so cool that they did their own stuff too.
Yeah, just absolutely brilliant. I'm so into the choreography. Like as a retired dancer, I was so wildly impressed. And like so often with fight scenes, especially in martial arts film, you get this like this glossy effect. I feel like those of us who like aren't trained in like martial arts combat styles, where it's just like everything is moving so quickly, you're not sure what you're looking at. But even though the like the scenes in Shang-Chi, they were so rapid, like you could still very clearly follow what was happening in the scene.
Yeah.
The choreography was so clean.
Yes. Yeah. And I have the same opinion with Black Panther. Like the action scenes in that movie also were like a beautifully choreographed dance. Because like I feel like, I don't know, like this is like a thing with many American action movies. Like they cut too quick, so it's like it's clear that the actor doesn't know how to fight, so they keep cutting to make it look like they know how to fight, but like you can't tell what the fight even looks like. Like with Taken, like with Liam Neeson, like you know that this man in his like 50s is incapable of moving around. But with Shang-Chi and I don't know, Black Panther, it was like the beauty, the art serving. If you want to see some good Asian martial arts films, I recommend The Raid 1 and 2. It's from Thailand, and it melted my face off with its awesomeness.
Sweet.
This is a new face. This is like an actual new face, because that movie like melted my old face off.
Not things have changed since we last spoke.
Me laughing just based on the cover.
No, that was what I was referencing. Just the cover.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the cover is actually, in my opinion, pretty incongruous with the actual book. Would you say that, Mique?
Which cover? Sorry.
Things have changed since we last spoke.
Things have gotten worse.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I always say that, and I also get it mixed up with I'm thinking of ending things. I mix up those all the time.
I'm thinking of ending things is like that book is a book that I love like my own child, honestly. Like that book was like that book that I can't even. I have like a 20-minute long video on that book alone, and that's like the only reason my channel gets views, because that video went viral around the time the movie came out. Like that video went from like 800 views to like 8,000 views within a week, and I was like, oh.
Damn.
And I only had like 300 subscribers at this point, and this was a video I filmed on my phone. So I'm like, this book is like what I owe my entire existence on this platform to. Just saying.
I love it.
Yeah, but to Jesse's point, to their point, the cover of Things Have Gotten Worse does not necessarily give any hints to the story. That's my thing.
I heard there's like an apple involved.
It's best to just go into it not knowing anything.
Apple peeler? Well, the apple peeler is like a MacGuffin. It's like a thing that gets these two women together to progress the story. But like where the story goes is a journey, and yeah.
Okay.
It's so messed up.
An actual journey. It starts on point A, and you think it's going to point B, but it goes to point 35. That's what I can say about that book.
Oh my God. We need to, we need to buddy read another one of Eric LaRocca's books.
Yes, we need to buddy read another one of their books. Please.
I want to make one of them. Huh? Sorry, you go.
Oh no, I was just going to ask you what book of theirs you think we should read together.
The most recent one, it's a yellow and black cover. That's their newest one, right? I think so, because I want to make it an NB book club pick for next year.
I don't know. I follow them on Instagram, but I'm not really sure about their works, because like of all of their books, I think Things Have Gotten Worse was like the only one that went like super viral because of TikTok. So like I don't know if their other works are that known, but I'm totally down. I'm totally down if you're down.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Things Have gotten worse, got big because of TikTok.
It
Did you know that?
Everything that's fucking big because of TikTok.
That's so
I saw it
wild.
first on Goodreads, like the suggested on Goodreads or Amazon, one of those.
Oh, okay. Very well. I wonder if Eric LaRocca is kind of like Stephen Graham Jones, where he had like a small cult following until until The Only Good Indians, and then all of a sudden he had all this commercial success because white people found his books and realized that they had merit. You know, and then now everyone's like, oh my God, the 20 books that he's written previously are good. And he's just like, yeah, I know. I know. I realize that. You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was like when I didn't know who Eric LaRocca was before this book, but I would see that specific book of theirs pop up on like very indie horror bookstagram accounts, just like earlier this year. And then when it went viral on TikTok, that was when I started seeing that book, like, you know, all the big booktubers were wanting to read it now, like all the Jack Edwards and the Books and Lalas, like all the big platforms were like, you know, reading it. And then it sort of like trickled into more fame from there. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, I completely, utterly, and totally agree. Can I respond to that really quick?
This one?
Yeah.
I was gonna click on that one too.
Oh, okay. So do you wanna Anyway,
go for it. No.
So Raven, my answer to this question is we actually have a video up. It's linked in the description box of this live show where we did a video on Sapphic book recommendations. So I recommend watching that video.
Obviously, I recommend The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It has Sapphic rep in it.
Jan, is that a spoiler? I swear to God.
Is it huh?
Is that a spoiler, Jan? I swear to God.
No. But like, no? I feel like now we're bringing up your Hubble telescope to look for the Sapphic rep in Addie LaRue.
There's like hints that she's bi.
Oh, yeah, but like, there's no relationship. But it's not like a
freaking relationship. She's like attracted to. Okay, I don't want to.
Okay, you know what this sounds like? You know what this sounds like? This sounds like Disney representation. This sounds like two girls kissing in the background at the end of a Star Wars representation. Yeah.
As I said that, I remembered that she does have a relationship with, right? They identify as a woman. And
I don't know, but if there's even a hint of it, and if there's any opportunity for me to recommend Addie LaRue, I will. So
that makes sense. Yeah, I do think there actually is a Sapphic relationship in it. It just annoys me when people are like, yeah, this character is like
the minorest character ever.
And then it's like, that's acceptable representation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like in Avengers Endgame, like the only after watching the movie did I see that director give an interview saying, oh, I wanted to show that there was, you know, acceptance in my movie. So I put in a gay scene, and I was like, where the fuck was the gay scene? I watched Avengers Endgame again. It was in the scene when Captain America was attending like an AA meeting, therapy group. And then one guy says, I dated a guy. And I was like, that's the representation? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that is the representation? Are you? The audacity, the actual fucking audacity. I could not even. Like, that was what Addie LaRue sounded like. If you had to, like, squint to see the representation.
I'm dead.
The fucking nerve. Like, how dare you? I'm actually offended that he said that. Like, okay, tell me that you have been an ally for exactly 12 minutes without telling me you've been an ally for 12 fucking minutes.
I'm trying to see.
You right now, you are like actually speaking to my soul. And I don't know if you heard about the new Eternals movie, but apparently it's like the new Marvel movie, and they're saying that it has like gay representation. I dead ass promise you, it's gonna be two guys probably like holding hands for 1 second, and then yes, good job.
So proud. I mean, I don't need to like talk to you about this like as a queer man, but the biggest thing that has been itching my brain, it just annoys the crap out of me in terms of queer representation, cis queer representation, is how we have all of this acceptance for sapphic relationships. And still, obviously, we have so far to go for sapphic representation and like healthy depiction that's not sexualized. But when it comes to male-male relationships, despite the vast like not sexualization, but like exotification of those relationships in the book community, in movies, you will have two men holding hands for a second. You know what I mean? Like, you never get to see actual affection between two queer men.
Yeah,
ever.
I promise you, like, you know, at the end of Star Wars, the last Star Wars movie, it's just like two girls kissing. Honestly, I didn't even think anything romantic in that context. Like, I just assumed that they were just, okay, maybe they were a mother and a daughter and she got back from battle and okay. But like, if it was like two men kissing at the end of that movie, R rating, literal. It would have been R rated.
Oh, yeah, there would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. People would have been covering their children's eyes in the theater.
Oh my God.
They would have been.
Even Henry is also pansexual. I didn't know.
Henry.
From Addie.
Hi, sorry. Chanel. Hi.
Yeah, hi, Chanel.
Hey, cutie.
You said hello like 25 fucking minutes ago and I ignored you. Sorry. Sorry, continue about the movie.
What was I saying?
I think you were talking about, you were talking about the queer men representation, but I actually really like the point about that you made about how the girl-girl relationships in movies are over-sexualized and people pass that. I don't know, did you watch the movie Bluest or Warmest Color?
Yes.
Like, if that movie was if the two women in that movie weren't drop dead attractive, I don't think that movie would have been praised as the high art that it was praised at, in my opinion.
It wasn't that
like,
good.
Honestly, I don't know if I would like to recommend this film that I think is like a good representation of sapphic romance. It's called Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It is just
look it up.
so good. Like, it is like, you have the male gaze and then you have the opposite of the male gaze, like no men allowed on this island. Female director, because like Bluest or Warmest Color was like a man like masturbating to two attractive ladies on screen, passing it off as art. Like, Portrait of a Lady on Fire is a female director telling a story that is like about women, about women's bodies, about the art of a sapphic romance, and it's just so good. And every single shot looks like a painting. Like, it's just one of the best movies ever. And it's about
every
painting.
time I hear you talking about films, Mique, I think of how you shat on Survive the Night.
That was a movie?
No,
Survive the Night is a book by
Riley Sager.
No, I knew it was a book. I was like, it's a, never mind.
No, like, because he talks about how the character claims she's a movie buff, but she only talks about like the 3 most famous movies ever.
Yeah. It's like, I'm a cinephile. I am a movie fan. What are your favorite movies? The Godfather and Gone with the Wind. Okay.
And Psycho.
We got a badass over here. And Psycho.
And then he talks about how it's only set in the 90s. You can only tell that it's set in the 90s because she doesn't have a phone and that Nirvana plays in the background every 2 seconds.
Yikes.
Jesse, have you all read Survive the Night by Riley Sager? It's a masterpiece of garbage.
No, I think you've only read Home Before Dark, right?
Yes, we read Home Before Dark last month or the month before and just weren't impressed. It was pretty mediocre as far as I'm concerned. And I don't think I'm gonna rush to read his books.
No, Riley Sager's a man, but Riley Sager's a fake name because they wanted to make it sound like more like a woman because, you know, that's kind of the target demographic that they were going for. But Riley Sager is a guy. I think his name is Todd. I could be wrong. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just not impressed. But I mean, the majority of commercial thrillers just don't do it for us. And it's not even because I think that, like, it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm so cool, but just because I find them so genuinely formulaic and like not scary. So boring.
I mean, I agree. Like, I am so bored by modern day thrillers that I am so bored by these thrillers that I literally have a whole series on my channel called Reading Most Disturbed Books Ever Written, because I literally had to go back to books written in the 80s and 90s to find like actual boundary pushing work. Like, you know, yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I'm
No, you go. You finish.
No. I think there's a bit of a delay. I think my Wi-Fi is like a bit slow, so I apologize. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's all good. I was just gonna say that we're literally reading Books of Blood by Clive Barker, which was written in the 80s, I believe, just to get some semblance of real horror once again.
Clive Barker is so fucking hot. Like I have a crush.
Not the face.
Honestly.
The widening eyes.
Because that's not what I thought he was going to say. I thought you were going to be like, oh, what a brilliant, groundbreaking author and director.
No, I didn't know. I knew who Clive Barker was because of Hellraiser, but I didn't know what Clive Barker looked like. So I Googled Clive Barker and I was like, I am enticed. Okay, enticed, honey.
You're gonna love? Yeah. Ooh, yes, The Age of Adeline. I love this movie. I love Blake Lively.
I cried in that movie.
Me too. I've seen it twice.
I cried so much in that movie. The dog. That's like the dog I owned when I was a kid. A Cavalier King Charles. Yeah. So you can imagine what that movie did to me.
Oh my God, my first dog in Nintendogs was a Cavalier King Charles.
Nintendo.
Her name was Candy, and then I named my real dog Candy because she was so obedient.
That's so cute.
Because of my Nintendogs.
That's adorable.
I don't like Blake Lively, right? Oh, because you have a thing about blondes.
I don't know why I froze. Like you asked me to share my deepest, darkest secret.
I don't either.
No, I don't have opinions on Blake Lively.
I love Blake Lively. She's a queen.
I became a fan of Blake Lively like later in her career with Age of Adeline and The Shallows, the movie with the shark. It's like I never watched Gossip Girl. Like I never watched like her earlier stuff. So I mean,
have you seen a Simple Favor? Right. Have you seen A Simple Favor?
I did. I liked it. Blake Lively also did this like really trashy like erotic thriller movie called All I See Is You with Jason Clarke, and it's like it has like really bad critic reviews, but I personally had like a lot of fun, honestly.
What?
Maybe we'll check it out.
All I See
yeah,
is
it's called All I See Is You, and I had like a blast with that movie. Like it's not good, but if you go in not expecting like a masterpiece, don't go in expecting a good movie, and you will probably have fun. Like I was just like, okay.
Oh, she's so hot. I love her. Oh, I just remembered. Also for Sapphic Rex, was it Raven who asked that? Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, obviously.
So good. So good.
Yes.
And Girls of She's Too Pretty to Burn, A Dowry of Blood. Obviously.
But I feel like I feel like saying 7 Husbands is Sapphic as a spoiler.
It is, but have you heard that argument about like the politics of referring to queer relationships in books as spoil? You know what I mean?
Oh, really? What's the whole thing about it?
No, could you tell me about it?
Okay, so really quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically there's been a lot of discourse about how it actually is problematic to refer to like a plot twist in a book that reveals that a character is gay or queer is homophobic to refer to that as a spoiler because it automatically asserts the heterosexual ideal. And so to say, and it also makes it seem as if being queer is nothing more than a plot device.
Right. Okay. I understand. Yeah. Well, personally, I mean, like, I agree with that. The reason that my knee-jerk reaction was to think it was a spoiler is because it was kind of like the big thing at the end. Yeah. But like, I mean, I don't want to insert heterosexuality anywhere because like, no, thank you. But that was my.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I mean, like, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I personally think that both things can be true. Like, yes, it can be a spoiler for the story, but at the same time, we should examine like why. Like, I think as a society, like why it is such a big deal that is like the spoiler. You know what I mean? And I don't think that it's necessarily like problematic to call it a spoiler. I don't think that they're necessarily mutually exclusive, you know, but just hearing when I had heard that, like, people would, and same with like disability and in any kind of marginalization, it just changed the way that I started thinking about it, because up until joining BookTube, like that was the way that I would describe these things. Like, oh, you find out this character is gay later on, and so if you mention that there's gay rep, that's a spoiler.
At least in Evelyn Hugo, there's more than that being the plot twist, you know?
For sure.
So
yeah, it's just but I just wanted to bring it up just in case like you didn't know about it, because it really, like, to this day, like, it is something that I think about.
No, like I have heard that argument before, but I assume that it only applied to books like I don't know if you know the book Him and Us by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, where it was like a male romance, and one of the characters didn't know about their sexuality, but very early on in the book they start thinking that they are bisexual. So like that's like an integral part of like the story at the beginning. So that's what I thought. Like when I have heard that argument before, and I assumed that it was for those kinds of books. But like I thought it was different for Evelyn because it was like, you know, it was kind of like the bombshell, like at the last like 10% of the book. So that's what my thinking was. But yeah.
I mean, it could also too, like it could just be a grand exception because that is a very specific. Evelyn Hugo is like a really specific kind of story. You know, like you were saying.
I mean, like
it exists in a vacuum.
It exists in a vacuum.
Yeah, I think like Taylor Jenkins Reid was like trying to throw you off a bit because the book is called Seven Husbands, right? Like the book isn't called Seven Spouses. Like I think Taylor Jenkins Reid was like trying to like, I think he intended it to be a reveal, like for that specific book. Yeah.
I wonder if. Sorry.
No, I was just like trying to read the thing.
It's just a comment about what we were saying that I just figured I'd throw up since we were talking about it. But I wonder if Taylor Jenkins Reid did that very intentionally with Seven Husbands, with how you were saying it's called literally Seven Husbands. And the whole book is about the erasure of queerness in history. And so I think like I would speculate that was kind of where she was going with it is like this. The only reason this is a spoiler is because of compulsive heterosexuality and because of the intentional erasure of queerness as it happens, you know?
I actually love that. I think you're right. I actually love that way of looking at that book. I want to read it again, actually, now that we're talking about it, because it's been so long. I read that book like the year it came out, and I just I don't know. I was dumber back then. Like now that I know more about, you know, the world and the human experience, I want to like immerse myself and see what Taylor Jenkins Reid was like, you know, truly trying to go for. I think, that book needs to reread soon.
That's one of the very few books that I've reread.
Oh yeah, Mique, let's buddy read it.
Do it.
Do a buddy reread. Also, I feel like we should do a sprint soon.
Oh yeah. That's what we're here for.
I completely forgot. Oh my gosh, we're like 47 minutes in. I was having.
I know. We should do like a 40-minute sprint then, right?
Yeah. Are y'all down for a 40-minute sprint?
Productivity.
Yes. Okay, so it's 11:50.
40
till 30.
Damn it! I got all excited. I was like, I did not.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, I need to go. Is that mine?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Happy reading, everyone. See y'all in 40. Hello, hello. Are y'all gonna make that a 7-minute clip again? Okay. Hello, everybody. How'd everyone? Huh?
Oh, sorry.
How'd everyone's reading go? I didn't do too much.
I'm 60% in.
How far did y'all get?
So in Satisfaction Guaranteed, we got to page. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. So we're over page 40.
Great. That's after messing around. Fucking fell off the chair.
Yeah, what happened? There was like I was like reading and then I look up and then like there's like stuff happening.
Commotion. They were trying to like.
Wait,
No, go ahead.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, you're fine.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask Jesse how many pages Satisfaction Guaranteed is because I want to compute given that I'm 60% in and I want to know like what page I would be on if I was reading the physical copy.
Okay, so
350.
But yeah, Jan, sorry.
So there is 311 pages.
Okay.
Yes, and to answer your earlier question, we are on page 53. I'm not sure if you heard us.
Yeah.
So that puts me on page 186.
You're on page 186. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
But they were trying to lift my blinds because mine are like the ones that you just like literally lift. You don't pull anything or whatever. And then it was all crooked and shit. And I was like, okay, let me take over. Y'all are breaking my fucking apartment already. And then so I did it. And then they were like, it's not even. And then so I spent another 2 minutes trying to make it even for their eyeballs. And then they freaking play with Akasha, and then they sit down, and then the chair rolled into the freaking abyss. And
we went back through time. Like Jim Crow was in existence. That's how far back we went. Like I literally rolled into a sign that said, "Don't drink at this fountain." You know what I'm saying? Like that's how far back we went.
I'm done.
Mique said
no. Ooh, sorry, I'm catching my breath. I was laughing. It was the kind of laugh that you're like laughing so hard that no sound comes out.
Your effect on Mique.
Okay, I'm back.
I also need coffee.
Probably gonna make coffee soon. But yeah, then they fell off the chair. What?
Yeah, it was an entire thing. I was gonna ask Mique how many pages you read.
Yeah, I computed it on my calculator and it said that I'm 186. Oh wait, how many pages I read in this sprint? I got 10%, so 0.10 times 31 pages, I think. That's 10% of 311. Yeah. I think I'm terrible at math though, but I'm gonna assume.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
0.10 times 311, 31.
That's insane. I could never.
I read.
Well, because like I'm reading it off my phone, so I'm scrolling. So it's basically like me scrolling through a text message, and I can make the font super big, so it's like my eyes can like absorb.
I thought you were listening to audio.
Huh? No. I have an ebook. I have the headphones in because I was listening to rain noises.
Aw,
cute.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that, and maybe we wouldn't fall apart.
Yeah, maybe we should put some audio.
Yeah, but this is the font size and Georgia.
Okay. Georgia, I love that font.
Georgia is a really pretty font.
It's so beautiful. I love Georgia. Yeah.
I'm a huge font gal, so like if I open a book, can you lock your phone? Oh my god, I hate when people just leave their fucking phone unlocked and not like idle, and like it just makes me so mad for some reason. But when
I have like ADHD, so it's like I can't look at the same font for like a long period of time, or else my mind will literally like not read the book. Like there will be like a wall in front of the book, so like I have to like change the font. That's why I rarely ever buy physical books anymore, because like I need to like keep changing the font, or else my brain will just like go somewhere else. Yeah.
That's so interesting. Yeah, no, whenever I buy books, I look at the font and I look at the chapter length, and if the font is like sans serif, I don't buy it.
That's fair.
But Chanel finished her book. What are you reading?
Oh, congratulations, Chanel. Love it. What was Chanel reading? Sorry.
I don't remember. I don't know if she said. What is Little Christ? What is happening over here? I have about 15 pages left and I'm upset about it. What are you reading? What is anyone reading?
Lena, spill the tea. What's upsetting you?
Oh, did not read many pages because I'm at work, but read a bit of Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Is that good? Is that sapphic? Is that out? That's not out yet. I thought it came out in 2022. But Isabella gets
Maybe they have an arc.
Yeah, Isabella gets all the freaking arcs and all the... She's already reread Once Upon a Broken Heart 3 times. Like, it just came out.
I'm reading
Unleash the Merciless Storm. What's that?
Is that a fantasy?
2.5 stars, though. Yikes. Oh, yeah.
Is Payback a witch? Sapphic?
The baby cries in Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke. Okay, I know what scene they're talking about, and that scene was like, okay. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Jesse, you know this scene. The scene with the infant. You know.
Not the pure terror.
Oh yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, this was me reading that scene. I was like, scroll. I'm gonna need a minute. Yeah.
Oh God. Ew. Anything involving babies, I can't. So.
Oh, you'll have fun with that one.
Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell was my first book of 2021. And I think it was my first Lisa Jewell too. I love Lisa Jewell book. Well, no. Hit or miss for me. Have y'all read any Lisa Jewell? What?
So basic.
Oh, Lisa Jewell.
We read a Lisa Jewell book for the first time last month.
Yeah, the night she disappeared, right?
Mm-hmm. We forgot to talk about it in our wrap up, but it was one of the most just run-of-the-mill writing I've ever read. However, it ended up being 4 stars, despite the fact that for 90% of the book we were bored out of our minds. But we gave it 4 stars because of the way that the queer relationship was handled, and there were some really impactful themes that did stick after finishing the book. So good. The commentary on domestic abuse too. It saved itself at the end, but the writing itself and the plot and the scary elements, all of that, the thriller elements were 2 stars as far as I was concerned.
Speaking of domestic abuse, have you, in the sapphic context, have you read the Carmen Maria Machado In the Dream House?
I knew that was exactly where you're going. Yeah, it was our favorite book of the year that it came out. And you know what's messed up? We lent our annotated copy that meant so much to our abusive ex, who then stole it and never returned it.
And then, is that the one that blamed y'all for stealing that mouse graphic novel or whatever?
No, that was a different abusive ex.
Okay. Well, they've had... Love that.
We had an
life imitating art.
We literally had an ex threaten us with physical violence because she thought that we stole her copy of the mouse graphic novel, and we never took it.
I hope that y'all's ex is out of the picture permanently.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, this was for both of those partnerships. That was the last time I spoke to. Yeah, and this was years ago, so I'm definitely fine and safe now. Yeah, no worries. Sorry, I didn't even get any anxiety.
Yeah, I was physical violence being threatened. I was like, oh my goodness, we're talking about this person on this live. I hope everybody's safe here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just casually.
Yeah, it was the whole thing was really weird over a book I didn't even take.
When y'all told me that, I fucking lost it. Yeah, I read 4 Lisa Jewell books, and half of them sucked ass, 2 stars, and then half of them were pretty good.
I don't even know who Lisa Jewell is.
Oh, very famous writer, British writer.
Then She Was Gone, Watching You. Invisible Girl was awful. I hated Invisible Girl. And then there was one more that I can't remember. I'm so surprised.
I don't know who they are.
I'm so surprised. Will by Will Smith. Oh, it's such a beautiful cover. I freaking can't.
It is quite stunning.
Oh, is that the memoir that I think Jesse featured that on their Book of the Month promo at the beginning of the recent video, I think. Yeah. The memoir, right?
You got it for free. It's like a $30 book.
Yes, we're really
I might get it as an add-on though. That'd be dope.
You can always read our copy too.
You know, it's gonna take me like 2 years, right? It's such a long book.
It is.
Payback's a Witch is hella sapphic. I impulsively bought that when I broke my book buying ban. So
the cover's really pretty.
Definitely gonna read that soon. Comes out of May. No, it's not sapphic, but I only read one physical book at a time, and I read a lot for work. I could never read just one physical book at a time. Holy shit. Never heard of that in this household.
I've only read 3 physical books like in my hand this year. The first one was Kingdom of Ash. Second one was this one, Court of Silver Flames.
Oh
my baby. This book is like, I have never related more to a character in a book. Like, I hated Nesta the whole time, and then when I read a book from her point of view, I was just like, this is like actually me. And then I read Dune, and it was just like the worst book like ever. Like, so. Christina's
gonna love you even more for saying that for Akasef.
Dune.
For Akasef. She loves Akatar. Christina, if you're still here, hello. Rereading Serpent and Dove because nothing is grabbing me currently. Oh, Serpent and Dove. I loved Serpent and Dove, but Blood and Honey was awful.
Is Blood and Honey the second Serpent and Dove book?
Yeah. I'm still gonna read Gods and Monsters though because I own it and it's beautiful. But yeah, I picked up Akawar again for the first time in a while yesterday, and I am finally kind of into it. 500 pages later.
I gave that book 5 stars because I couldn't not do it. I couldn't. Okay, you want to hear like I'm gonna sound like such a loser, I swear. Like when I finished this book, I was like crying my eyes out for like 30 minutes, and I slept with it. Like I literally like slept with it because like I was just so like, thank you, Sarah, for writing this because I have never been so seen. Like people are gonna be shocked at how high this is in my top 10 at the end of the year. I swear.
Oh my god, I'm gonna read it for sure next year.
I don't know if it's gonna hit you as hard as it hit me, but it hit me. I don't know. Like when normally I write like full reviews of books on my Bookstagram. When I did my review of this book, I was like, you guys, I cannot tell you why I love this book because I love it for very specific personal reasons. So I'm sorry, but I gave it 5 stars.
Whenever I like have a really strong 5-star book, it's so hard for me to like articulate my thoughts. I mean, in general, but like specifically also like in Goodreads reviews, like I can't write anything because it's just so good. Like I can't.
Yeah, I know. Like dead ass, Jen. Like this was my Diary of Blood. Like this book was my Diary of Blood this year. Honestly. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna read A Court of Frost and Starlight still, even though everyone says it's trash. But
one star for that book for me.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot because it's only them like giving each other Christmas presents, right? Basically.
It's horrible. No, honestly, like with regards to Akatar, I gave the first book 1 star, and that's definitely going to be on my worst of the year list because it was terrible. But then when the second one came out, A Court of Mist and Fury, I gave that book like 5 stars. I was like, oh, did someone different write these? Did a different author do these 2 books? Like,
I was the opposite. I gave Akatar. I read that in January, and I gave that one 5 stars. And then Akamath took me months, like probably longer than just as long. As I know.
Because you like romance. I hate romance. So like I had to give it like 1 star because I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, how is the same person who wrote Throne of Glass the same person who wrote this fucking shit? Like
I did like the ending a lot of Akamath. The ending like had me like, what is happening?
Bitch. The goosebumps, the vigilante justice, the
Yes, that was good. Yes. But I'm so excited to read like Throne of Glass and stuff. I'm gonna read The Assassin's Blade first, though, for sure.
No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. No, Assassin's Blade it does take place before Throne of Glass, but like the beauty. Throne of Glass is like it's not like a masterpiece or anything. But the thing I like the most about the first book is the mystery of Selena. Like you don't know who she is. If you read like I would say read Assassin's Blade before Queen of Shadows, because the big characters in Assassin's Blade are people that you have to know before reading Queen of Shadows for it to mean anything to you. So yeah, read that book like after Air of Fire, before Queen of Shadows. That's my recommendation. Just do not read Before Throne of Glass, because the Selena and Sam relationship is just gonna spoil all the Dorian and Gale stuff, honestly. Yeah.
But everyone's saying like if you get really like easily confused with fantasies, aka me, to read Assassin's Blade first. So like
no, I am really, I never read fantasy. Like that's like the only fantasy series I have read, and I was not lost. I read Assassin's Blade first if you are is how you are. Difference of opinion personally. Like I think you need to go into Throne of Glass with like the mystery. Sarah says read Assassin. I don't agree with Sarah J. Maas. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I'll take a poll once I actually read it.
Okay. But personally, I am glad I did not know I'm glad I didn't know what happened in Assassin's Blade going into this. Like if I had known about Selena and Sam, if I had known about all that stuff, I feel like it would have like spoiled a lot of what happened in the first book for me, in my opinion. Just me.
I feel like I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. What are you doing? Not planning your whole life.
I don't want to explain it.
Okay, I'm gonna start. We Are Not Broken. Did I tell y'all I met George and got my books autographed?
That is so amazing. When? Where?
We Are Not Broken is the NB Book Club pick for November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta read that too.
I saw that you have your library copy.
Yeah.
I'm so freaking excited. Like it's one of my most anticipated books of the year. I cannot wait.
Have you read All Boys Aren't Blue, Mique?
I know what the cover looks like, but I haven't gotten to that one yet. What are the vibes? What would you say about it? What's your overall thoughts on that book?
So the vibe of it essentially is a really deep exploration of the intersection of Blackness and queerness, especially as it impacts the masculinity of queer boys. And so it is a profoundly heavy book, but at the same time, it has so much Black joy and so much queer joy. And it rides this really just delicate and interesting line between like deep grief and deep joy. It's phenomenal. And it's written in a very accessible way. It's a really accessible text because it's marketed toward young teenagers. So it's a fast read, but it also is just one of the most profoundly quotable books that I've ever read. And their ability to explore and break down trends and themes in society, like isms, is just so brilliant. Like George has this phenomenal talent for taking a really complex topic and summarizing it in one line that just like cuts to your soul.
I listened to them.
Actually, I love the way that sounds, because like when you mentioned the balance between joy and tragedy, that sounds really interesting, because I read this other book called Long Way Down. Have you heard of that book? It's a poetry book, and it was like so depressing. Like that was like a really sad book. So I mean, to hear that this other book, has like a balance of joy is like really interesting. What's the title again?
All Boys Aren't Blue.
All Boys.
The audiobook's really good, so he narrates it. So I cried, and I was folding laundry and crying.
Oh wow.
I believe it. I do believe that.
But I'm excited to read We Are Not Broken.
Yeah, I was thinking of, when I said I knew what the cover looked like, I was thinking of the right one, this one.
Yes, it's so beautiful.
Yep, I'm familiar with the book, but like I didn't know what it was about until it was described. Yeah, okay, I love it. I'm gonna read this book for sure.
Did y'all hear about the Florida woman trying to press charges on a school district for having All Boys Aren't Blue? I'm so mad about it.
Chair, but make it electric.
A chair, but make it.
Oh my gosh. What was yikes? Was the person trying to like ban the book or something?
Press charges for having, probably. I mean.
Oh. Yeah, electric.
We met them on pub day at Books Are Magic. They had a talk and everything. That's them in the picture with me on the profile. Oh. that.
Wow.
I'm so wildly jealous.
That's crazy.
Beautiful.
I want to go there so badly. That wall is so cute. The books are a magic wall.
It is. It's stunning.
The audiobook of All Boys Aren't Blue is a wonderful way to read it. I agree. George reads it, and it makes it even more powerful. They become one of.
Oh, is it read by the author?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that makes that makes it more like, you know, personal. Like you really, when the author reads the book, you can really hear how it sounded in their head as they were writing the book. So like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so ready.
I read Becoming by Michelle Obama via audio, and it was so.
Did Michelle Obama narrate that book as well?
Of course.
Oh.
Did Obama narrate his? Oh, okay.
It's like a 27.
Oh yeah, did Barack Obama narrate his entire 800-page, like the recent one?
Yes.
That's
Damn. Oh gosh, I could never read a book out loud. Like I'm a really bad reader.
I got that book for $10.50, and it's like a $45 book.
It's insane.
I know. And then I got it for free. I got a second copy for free. I gave it to my ex, but like, yeah, because it was in the discards at work. Because we had like too many copies or whatever.
Nice.
Pretty dope. Oh, Sharni's here. Hello.
I love Sharni so much. Just whole heart and soul, sweetie.
Hey. Hi, Sharni.
Her videos are so great. Everyone subscribe to Sharni.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love how this just became a Sharni fan club, and I'm completely.
What else? Oh, someone said Firekeeper's Daughter. I read Firekeeper's Daughter like last month.
How was it?
I gave it 3 stars, but
okay.
I just saw like the author post this reel about how she's 56 years old and she's like, don't give up on your dream. Like I worked on this book for 10 years and now it's like a New York Times bestseller. We picked it for her book club and I was like, so cute. Firekeeper's Daughter, Angeline Boulley.
Yes, for some reason, as I forgot the name of the book as you said it, and I was trying to remember.
Sorry, I can't put up an image.
I know, right? Curses.
Oh, she's trying to say it violates the whole policy of what isn't allowed in books, among other bullshit.
What policy, though? I mean,
just tell me you're homophobic and move on.
Yeah,
isn't
basically.
Just say that you hate queer folk and just move on. Keep it pushing. I have no patience for that kind of nonsense. I absolutely cannot stand, like nothing will irritate me more than people masquerading their prejudice as morality, policy, etc. Like it makes my blood boil. Like literally today, don't ask why, but literally today, I was thinking about how the cops who beat up Rodney King were acquitted despite like brutalizing this man on camera for just such a long duration of time. And the way that the judge excused this whole huge, massive, and inexcusable act of violence was with policy, like removing all of the emotion and the very much overlying overt racism. And just masquerading it off as like logic. And that's literally what this woman is doing. And it is so irreprehensible. It just like makes my blood boil. I can't. Just say you hate gays and move on.
So fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
No, I love that. That's like
not during Sapphicathon.
I live for the yes. We met their mom and aunt too.
Aww.
Cute. That's so dope. I've just been using they them for George, but to be honest, I'm confused on their pronouns because I know when they came out with All Boys Aren't Blue, they said that they were only comfortable using he, him. And then I saw something on Twitter a while ago, like at the start of the year where they said he, they. And then now I'm noticing everyone is saying they. And so I'm not sure what's appropriate. So if anybody does know, I would love to know. And then like their like bio on Twitter and it doesn't say anything either. So I'm just not sure how to identify it. But hopefully maybe they'll talk about it later.
Yes. Oh, y'all haven't started it either.
No, we haven't. I was actually kind of hoping to start it here because we don't even have a copy.
Yeah, go for it.
You know, but we were thinking of getting the audiobook since they read it.
Yeah. Y'all could probably finish it in like an hour.
Probably. But
the font size is like middle grade font.
If it's anything like All Boys Aren't Blue, though, which I'm sure it will be, it will take us forever to actually read because we kept rereading entire passages from All Boys Are in Blue. Like it hit that hard. Like up until AMZ came out with Dear Sapphicathon, it was the first time I felt my gender identity recognized, represented, displayed. And it was like being told about myself, you know, the whole time. So it actually might take me a long time to read that book. Who knows? We'll see.
It's okay. Y'all are still
That's
here.
Beautiful. Do you know the book? I think it's called I Wish You All the Best.
Yeah. Mason Deaver.
Do you recommend it?
I do recommend it for young NB folk. Anybody who wants to read it, but I think it especially shines with its target audience of like younger adults who are just coming into their non-binary identity or questioning, simply because it's really sweet. It has great anxiety therapy rep, but it definitely is a debut book. Like the pacing, there's a lot to be said about like the pacing and just like some things story structure wise. So I recommend it in terms of the content, but in terms of like, would I ever reread it? Do I think it's like a great book, which is obviously so subjective. You know what I'm saying? The literary critic in me is like, no, I don't really recommend it. But, you know, just the kid in me is like, absolutely read it. You know?
Okay. Yeah. So George does have they, them on Instagram.
Beautiful. Okay. Cool.
Did a post on July 30th, which was a screenshot from Twitter announcing the pronouns.
Beautiful. Thanks, Liv. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. I'm so proud of them. And like, did you know that George just flew to LA to do their make their debut as a director?
What's the movie?
So I don't know for sure, but early on in 2020 or late 2019, they announced that All Boys Are Blue was being optioned for a television series. So I'm assuming that they're directing that as it's being adapted.
That's wild.
So it's like Stephen Chbosky directing Perks of Being a Wallflower, like doing their own, adapting their own work.
Yes.
Yeah. That.
So I'm so proud. I'm so proud that we have like a 6'5", just tattooed, beautiful ray of sunshine, Black trans person just doing the most.
They do look really tall. Look at them.
Yeah, I'm assuming Ari, how tall is George? It's just like, again, like how we were talking about how like assigned male at birth folks and transmasculine and men, you know, even cis queer men, just like we don't have the visibility, the representation, like the love there that we deserve. And what is there is through the lens of like cis women. You know what I mean? Like with like cis women's fascination with writing male romances. Like, you know, I don't need to explain.
Yeah, very fetishized, you know.
Yeah. It's fetish. Thank you. That's the word. I'm just so proud of George.
Yeah.
I get emotional.
Yeah, that's definitely something I noticed. And then when you brought up the fact that books are better at representing than movies are, it's because with books there's no middleman. It's like you are like, let's say you write your own voices story, you get published, hopefully. But like with a movie, you have to have like a whole production. So it's like every single story is filtered through the lens of cold, unempathetic capitalism, which just does not accommodate stories that encompass the whole human experience, honestly, which is why I read books more than I watch movies, honestly. Like, I rarely watch movies nowadays, honestly.
Same. We should have a movie watching club where you and I like watch a movie once a month.
Yeah, sure. I love that. I only really watch like horror movies because that's like my genre of choice. But like anything else, it has to be. It's rarely Hollywood. It's mostly art films.
Well, never mind.
Thanks for the afterthought of inviting me.
Because I didn't think you'd want to watch the kind of movies that we were going to propose, and then Mique said horror. So anyway, continue, Mique. Sorry.
I can watch horror.
Oh no.
If I'm not home.
I was just gonna say that as I was like reading the chat, and then Cami also apparently loved Portrait of a Lady on Fire. So that's like a lovely, she validated my recommendation. Just I'm sorry, it's 3 a.m. here. I'm like, God,
BB.
No. It's fine. I sleep really late. Like I'm nocturnal.
Excellent. Okay, good. I'm glad we're not messing up your schedule. I forgot that Gabrielle Union was producing the All Boys Aren't Blue adaptation. Yeah, because originally George wasn't like directing. That seems like a new development, and I'm so happy.
Did we want to sprint?
Yeah, we should totally sprint.
The next hour, exactly. Do we want it 40? I want coffee.
Yeah, please. Can we do 40? Is that okay with?
Mique,
they are about 6'4". They're definitely not standing full stature in that photo. I know. I can see them leaning. Lean with it, rock with it. Will you make coffee for us too?
Yes, of course.
Wait, could we do 30 so I can have like, could we do 30 minutes so I can have like a little 10-minute thing to like close off before I have to like, you know.
Wait, you want to read 30 minutes?
30, yeah. Of course.
No, when we do our next, when we do our next sprint, like 30 minutes so I can have like the remaining 10 minutes to like, you know, say goodbye and stuff.
Okay. Wait, so not this sprint, but the next sprint?
No, this sprint hopefully will be the 30-minute one because it'll be 3:30 and then 10 minutes and then at 4 a.m. I can probably, you know, toodle.
Okay. Well, that's, I mean, honestly, that's perfect too because I have
oh yeah, you have
Kayla's literally.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah. So
oh my gosh, you're gonna talk about the My Heart is a Chainsaw book, and I have not been hearing good things about that book. Just saying.
And you won't on this live. You will continue to not hear good shit. Okay. 30 minutes.
What a shame, because the cover is so pretty.
I know. I just got it for like $13. I got it on sale, so I'm still gonna try to read it. But all right, everybody. See y'all in 30. And we're back.
Nice.
Ugh. I have a freaking headache.
Y'all.
Oh, wait, you're muted.
We got to.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was like listening to parts of the live when I was reading, and I sound so bad with the AirPods, so I am not going to wear them anymore.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
We didn't either.
Oh, my audio, like when I was re-listening to my audio just now on the live stream, it just sounded so bad. So I am so sorry, and
You're fine. Sometimes it like went in and out, but like you didn't sound like a robot or anything, at least to us. So.
Yeah, you're all good, boo.
All right, I'm gonna rewatch this and compare, so I know to never use AirPods ever again.
Aww, look at that comment.
Aww.
But Mique, your nose is a work. Thank you. Oh, I think Adriana, I've seen this person. Yeah, I think I know you. I know Adriana. I think we messaged each other on Instagram, or I saw you in my comment section. But hi, Adriana. Shout out to you. Hello. Thank you for the comment.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I only read like a chapter because I made coffee. Look, I made my coffee in an eat, drink, and be scary mug. And then I made their coffee in an eat, drink, and be merry mug because they're in Christmas mode. I'm still in spoopy mode, so.
What is spoopy?
Love that. I barely read. I think I read like 5 pages and then just like scrolled through Instagram because it's that hour of the evening when your eyes are just too tired to like look at things, you know?
Yeah,
for sure.
Fair. I mean, it's like 3:30 over there. Jeez.
We read 40 pages.
Fine. I think I missed, like, even I think Christina chatted me on Instagram, so I was like, hi.
Aww.
Yeah. Love Christina. We need to talk more often.
That half hour went by so fast. It did.
It did. I disapprove.
Yeah, that went too fast.
That I was supposed to wash dishes and I did no such thing. It's fine.
Ooh, I need to do dishes.
It's getting cold.
Did
Wait,
you
No, sorry, there was a delay.
Oh. I'll even prepare for the live show yet.
That's what I was doing earlier.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I still have a few things to do for it, so I'm gonna leave at 1:50 or 1:45.
Well, Mickey's probably leaving too anyway, so we're gonna end this, right?
In about like 15 20 minutes, I guess. Okay, wait, Jan, you said you're in the Philippines, right? So are you familiar with the mall called Mall of Asia?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't been there.
It's like I was like scrolling through the news. Well, like I was scrolling through Facebook, and you know how some people like share news articles. So apparently, in Mall of Asia, there is a giant globe, like it's as big as a building, and the globe in the front of Mall of Asia has been reported stolen. So somebody stole a giant globe the same size as a building or something.
What?
How?
Nicolas
Cage? What? That is.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was like, why are people making a big deal about a globe? So I googled Mall of Asia. It's like it's. Yeah.
Where would you even store that? Like, what is the point? What? How do you get it through the door? Did anything break? Like, did they just roll it out of there? I'm so
probably took it up.
I don't know. This is recent. Like, I think the article was like posted 2 hours ago. So like, I have no clue what's happening.
I'm shook.
That's wild.
Yeah.
LOL.
That's so wild.
Did you hear what Jesse said?
Jesse didn't say shit.
Jesse was like, they probably took it for butt stuff.
Yay.
Giant.
I didn't say that.
That sounds painful as shit.
Our new favorite thing, we're not going to say why, but our new favorite thing that we've been doing is saying shit and putting all the emphasis on the T.
Yeah, like shit. And then my book said the same thing about the name Harriet. And I was
so
dying. I was dying.
It's so satisfying to say.
Jesse also always gives shit for saying like emphasizing the K's at the end of words, like park.
No one, absolutely no one in Jan will be like, I'm going to work.
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 I'm not the only one
Emphasizing
who
the
does it.
K's and the T's is the new lip smack. It's the new tongue twist.
You know what I'm saying?
Work.
I want to
Doing
say
both
my
is
favorite teas. What?
Doing one is wired. Doing both is inspired. Work.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Not a poet.
Not a poet.
How I have this much energy at this hour, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Why did we all just come alive?
I don't know. My head hurts like a bitch.
Is it because of all the reading or
No, it's
sleep?
because of your voice.
I have not been reading.
Do y'all hear this
Blasphemy. Because
blasphemy?
you're a god.
Oh, not you building me up and tearing me down.
Yeah, it's called
You sick.
gaslighting.
Gas, but make it lighting.
I'm drinking coffee out of my Groot cup.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Root.
It's so like once you start doing it, see, you can't stop. I'm sorry, Mique, for poisoning you.
I will never stop. Ever.
We've been infected like Uzumaki with the spirals.
Oh my god, have you read
Giant
Uzumaki?
food statue things, and one time, why are people stealing giant artifacts? Why? I don't get it.
Giant. They're making a collection.
Mique, have you read Uzumaki? Or any junior?
Yeah, I have. I did the spiral thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have read Uzumaki. I read it when I was in high school, though, so I don't remember. But I know that, like, in the end, they go, like, underground, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what happens? Like, they go underground. And then there's, like, a snail chapter, and there's, like, a mosquito chapter. And there's, like, a part where someone was, like, cutting off their fingers because they were scared of the spiral or something.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you
That's
have
awesome.
read Junji Ito because you just mentioned Shiver or Smash.
Oh, girl.
Sugar, right?
I love Shiver, but I hated the grease oil chapter because that was just so disgusting. Like, I just...
Oh yeah, we talked about this, and then we talked about Funchi. What's her
Yeah,
name?
I specifically told Jen that chapter was traumatizing, and she took pictures and sent them to me. Like, thanks a lot, babe.
She is the troll that lives under the bridge in that one children's story.
Finally,
I was
someone
literally
said
like,
it.
oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Jan, I was so traumatized by blank, 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 and she was like, oh, did you mean send? I was like,
He's like, unsend that right now, or I'm unfriending.
Gas, but make it lighting.
block.
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 It was the big mango that went missing in Australia. Not a big mango.
Yeah, what?
I used to be allergic to mangoes when I was younger.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're
I
not.
feel so sorry for you. Mangoes are like my favorite fruit. They're so tropical.
They're so tropical. They're so good.
They are honestly phenomenal.
Do you-
I love
have you
mango.
ever had-
I love watermelon. I love
Have you ever had
anything
ube?
tropical. Huh?
Have you ever had ube?
Yeah, the purple thing, right? Yeah,
it's so good.
it's so delicious.
That's my fave. It's a big Filipino move.
Yeah, I love the ube ice cream. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, my mom texted me yesterday, and she was like, "I have ube cake for you," and I was like, "Well, I have Jessie over here. Eat it." And then she was like, "I'm gonna get fat," and I was like, I have a friend over. Eat it.
I would eat that.
Then we have to go to her place and then drive back. That's too much work. I'm not ready for you to meet the parents yet. I'm just kidding.
I understand.
I'm just kidding. We can go. We can get ube cake.
It's so good. I highly recommend it. And like, I love the ube and seimada where they put like cheese on top. So right, Jan, right?
Yes, I just had that like 2 weeks ago.
Lucky.
I wouldn't be able to read on a live stream because I would be so concerned that I look like a potato constantly.
Well, we just gave up.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
We might film a read with me because Jessie didn't even know those existed.
I had no idea.
Like those videos.
Jan, have you ever tried dinagaan blood?
Yeah, I used to like it until I found out what it was.
That's the same thing I hear every time I ask someone, like, have you tried this? They're like, I thought it was like, soy sauce. I did not know it was, blood.
Ew, no. And then there's balot.
Oh, that's
That
duck
like-
egg, right?
Yeah, and there's like someone, I forgot. Oh, Gio. He's
Blood
like never
was, like, traumatizing. Like, I thought it was just like soup, but when you open it, there's like a literal like baby duck. inside.
Yeah, someone, like a subscriber was saying in a live that someone literally died in the Philippines sucking one of those eggs because they choked on that duck.
Because they didn't know that there was a baby duck inside, right?
They fucking choked on it and died.
A balot is like 50% soup, and then there's like a little baby duck inside. So like you wouldn't know. So like if you just suck the whole thing, it would get stuck in your throat.
That's so gross.
That's pretty gross.
It's a literal like duck fetus, or like bird fetus. I don't even know.
But the juice is so good, honestly. Like the liquid is so good, but like
I would try it.
Nope.
I would totally eat that.
There's it's like an art. You have to punch a hole in your and then you have to it's a whole thing.
It sounds so lovely.
It's a ritual.
Yeah, you punch a hole, you drink the soup, and then you kind of treat it like a boiled egg, open it little by little, and then duck. Yeah.
And then duck.
And then duck. What else? Shiver is my favorite by Junji Ito. The Grease one had so many uncomfortable close-ups. Yeah.
Any Junji Ito people in the chat, have you read the shorts? Have you read the story The Groaning Drain? Because that one was also like
oh no, not a drain.
I don't want to say what happens, but there is a drain that groans, and when you find out why, it's like,
oh no.
I'm ready. That sounds so good.
Drains freak me out. I'm always scared earwigs and water bugs and shit would crawl out of there when I'm watching dishes.
I only recently found out that a water bug was a giant cockroach, a kind of giant cockroach.
I get those well, in my old apartment I used to get those. I always called them water bugs, but apparently they're not. They're like millipedes, but they're not. They're I don't know how to explain them.
They don't really need to be explained.
But I know people know what it is. I just want to know what it is. Anyway.
Savannah said she moved out of her house in Texas because there was tons of cockroaches and water bugs. Even in her shower area, she would have to wet the shampoo bottles because they hide in the shampoos and soaps apparently. Yeah.
That's awful.
Oh my god. Yeah, because she lived in Texas, right? And then she moved back to Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think she said that she moved. I don't know if she moved because of the cockroaches, but she told me that it was a contributing factor.
I would. Shit.
Yeah.
If I saw a mouse in my apartment, I would have just ran forever and never come back.
What if there was a mouse on your bookcases?
Oh my god.
And you would never be able to read again unless you removed the mouse from your bookcases.
I fucking hate Jesse's what if things. Literally the last time they gave me a what if statement was, what if you look up and I'm suspended from the ceiling and then I reach down and turn the page for you? I was like,
what would you do?
About the mouse thing?
No, about me on the ceiling. It's a valid.
I would politely run out of the house and set the house on fire.
I don't know what I would do in that mouse situation. Would I have to use my bare hands?
No. Not a requirement.
Have to use your lips.
Ew.
You have to find the mouse with your lips.
Absolutely not. I'd rather.
You have to motorboat the mouse.
No. I'm gonna
with vomit. Your face, just nuzzle it.
Stop.
Wait, speaking of vomit, I have another bookkeeper friend. I have this other bookkeeper friend. Speaking of vomit, right? They were. I don't know if I should divulge who this is, but for the sake of their dignity, I won't say who this is. But they were drinking Fanta, a soda thing, and they left the Fanta outside, went inside to get something, and then they continued to drink the Fanta, and they could feel something pressing on their lips. When they emptied the Fanta, it was a giant cockroach. Right?
I had another friend too who was reaching into, I think it was veggie chips actually. And she reached in and she damn near ate a cockroach because it was she didn't know it was it was coated in the crumbs of the veggie straws, so it's been there.
So you should file a lawsuit.
From production, it was there. Yeah, right.
Was it alive?
Probably not. I don't think so. No. But yeah, she reached in. She had it in her hands and she almost ate it. Isn't that fucking gross? Oh.
Yeah. I have a really scary personal cockroach story. Have you seen any of my outdoor vlogs by any chance?
I haven't.
Not purely outdoor, but I feel you're outdoor in all your vlogs, aren't you?
Yeah, but in my vlogs, when I go outdoors, I feature a hut in our estate. So there's a little hut there that I read in. And one time I was out there at night by myself, and I heard something hit the electric fan, and then I felt something on my face, and I didn't know that it was a cockroach until I saw the antennas like on my eyes like that, and I had to like slap it off. Yeah, it was the scariest cockroach experience I've ever had.
That was me with the hairy caterpillar that I posted about on my Instagram. It was right here, and I saw it moving. Oh, Cami says we're talking about the same person, Mique. That is so awkward.
I have to get ready, but
love y'all.
Bye.
Wait, which specific instance is Cami referring to? The Fanta?
Yeah, the Fanta and the veggie chips. I'm gonna put it in the put it in the private chat.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
I love her so much, honestly. She's like such a amazing friend.
I'm surprised she didn't tell you the veggie chip story. That's hilarious.
Shoot, like,
there was a 5-foot-long garter snake in my house, and I have no clue how it got in. Wow. 5 feet? That's longer than me. Like taller than me.
5 foot long garter.
I could not. I mean, love me a good snake aesthetic, but a real one, I don't know what I would
snake do. Inside the house?
Apparently.
That's so scary. That's so I wouldn't be able to fall asleep, I don't think. I'd be so paranoid.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction was just talking about how she had like a mouse in her house for a while. And she she's not like scared of them, but it's just like annoying. And I was like,
oh my gosh. I have like, speaking of creatures in the house, have you been to Thailand? Oh my gosh. So I was in Bangkok and we were on a boat ride, and there are some like families that live by the ocean, and there was a giant 5-foot monitor lizard trying to enter their house. Like literally was like trying to climb up the stilts of their house. Like a giant like monitor lizard from the river. It was yeah.
I can't even imagine. Not Jesse saying, I like lizards from the abyss. What the fuck? On my For You page, there was a video of a rat. Nope! Not coming up from the toilet in any. Can you imagine you were pooping and like it just comes out and like tickles your butt?
Okay, the way that I literally came out of the bathroom to say, what if you were peeing and it came up and tickled your vagina?
Or your balls.
Ew. I could not. This is why I don't want to go to New York City again, ever. I went
just
hover
above the toilet. Stand on the toilet.
No, because there's like rats like just roaming. They're like squirrels in New York. Like they're everywhere.
I've never been to the US, so like I wouldn't know.
Oh my god. Come visit me.
I will. I've never been to that side of the world. I've only been as far as Europe because I'm from there. So I mean, of course I had to, but like I've never been to like beyond Europe.
Were you born in Europe?
No. I was born in Asia, but then every now and then,
Yeah, got it. I was born in the Philippines. Oh, we already talked about this. Never mind. I'm running. I don't do snakes in the house. I'll jump out a window if I have to. Honestly, same.
I'm sure if you ask your parents about Mall of Asia, they would know what mall it was because like it's like the mall in the Philippines, and like the fact that the globe was stolen was just so funny. I can't even.
That's insane. I haven't been there, but I've definitely heard of it. I usually just go to SM.
SM Mall of Asia. It's an SM mall.
Oh, then I've probably been there. I don't recall a globe though.
It's like in the front. Your parents will know what I'm talking about, like for sure at some point.
That's hilarious. I'm definitely gonna text my mom about it and see if she heard about it. Fucking Jesse was like, because it was stolen. That's why you don't know about it. Oh my god. So dumb.
I don't do snakes in the house. I'll jump out a window. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll jump out a window. I wouldn't be able to fall asleep. Like, what's scarier, a giant snake or ghosts?
A giant snake.
Yeah.
What? Jesse said ghosts and then called me dumb for saying giant snake. I mean, okay. I guess it's fair because they literally have ghosts in their house. So.
Oh, Jesse's house is haunted.
Yeah, and I have to visit them soon, and I'm scared. Their doorbell rings like in the middle of the fucking night, and then like.
Yeah, I was watching your previous live with them, and they said that somebody rings the doorbell, and that they would be moving out if not for Akasha. That's what I saw.
Yeah, they bring Akasha down there immediately, and then nowhere.
Don't dogs like freak out whenever somebody rings the doorbell? Don't they like start barking and stuff?
Yeah, and then like Akasha also does this thing where she just like stares off into space, and like it feels like there's another presence in the room. I don't know.
Oh,
it freaks me out.
Dogs are like the only animals that like can make eye contact with like humans, right? That's like a thing.
Wait, really?
I don't know. Like I read somewhere that dogs are like the only animals that literally can look you in the eye. I don't think cats can. So if a dog is staring into space, what does that mean, right?
Wow, I did not know that. Do you know cats can't look you in the eye?
Really?
Well, don't take my word for it. I don't remember when I read that, but like I know I saw that information at some point.
What are y'all doing? Oh,
do you mind if I just?
No, you're good.
Okay.
That's scary. Yeah. So when Akasha's just staring off into space, she's probably looking at another being.
Great.
Great. Are you sleeping, Mique? Do you want to go? Are you good?
I can go on for another 10 minutes, but like as for Jesse's live show with the Heart of a Chainsaw, I'll probably have to watch the replay tomorrow. Sorry.
Oh no, that's all good, boo. Yeah. That's all good. I have to leave in like 2 to 3 minutes.
Where are you gonna do it?
Okay.
Here? Oh, on this?
Yeah.
Duh.
On my laptop?
I'm stupid. I don't know why. Yeah, so we should probably wrap this up because this is their laptop. So
I love how like it was books for the first like couple of hours, and then like the whole following hour is just like cockroach and lizard experiences.
And stolen glows and mangoes. I'm dead. That's how all of ours goes.
Oh my god.
My dog will stare at the railings at the top of the stairs. Oh no.
That's not happening.
That's bad news. That's bad news, Adriana.
Oh my god. My house is also haunted by a ghost. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, I live
that
alone.
person's also named Jesse, apparently. Love that.
Yeah, I see.
Name goals.
Name goals. I live alone, so like ghosts, I don't know. Either one would be freaking scary. But like snakes, you could get rid of easier. So I don't even know anymore.
But would you rather fight a snake or a ghost, right?
Ghost.
I mean, you can't like punch a ghost in the face.
Yeah, well, not physically.
Nothing but blackened teeth.
I know, right?
Y'all have to learn that.
Okay,
I completely forgot about that book until you said the name. I am so sad.
I'm sorry. Not blocking it out of your memory for good.
I don't even want to bring that book up in my wrap up. It was like the most useless like thing that I've ever looked at, honestly, the whole year.
I immediately took it off my wish list and my like TBR. I could not. Yeah, I'm over it. The cover is really good though. Give that.
The cover has nothing to do with the story. Trust me. Like the geisha on the cover is like, like why does the cover even look like this?
For marketing purposes.
Yeah, it was so shameless.
When we lived in NYC, my Aunt May had snakes that came in through. Not the vents. Oh hell no. I'm just imagining the terror that would just.
I think my soul just like left my body reading that, honestly.
Can you imagine? I could not. Oh my god, my head hurts. Wait, can I go?
Yeah.
Okay. So, thank you to everyone who joined the sprints. Thank you to Mique for making this so fun.
Seriously, this was amazing. Like, I can't wait to chat with you more often, Mique.
Yes.
Thank you. Likewise.
We'll start another Sapphicathon group chat, so we just keep Mique on this one.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. If y'all want to, if you want to continue, hop over to Kayla Books and Lala's YouTube, because in under 5 minutes, we're going to be having a live show for My Heart is a Chainsaw with Molly of Mind of Molly.
Also,
Are y'all
Jesse
gonna do
is
spoilers for that live show? Because like I want to know the specifics about why that book is bad when I watch the show tomorrow.
Yeah, there will be spoilers, but the first bit is going to be spoiler free.
Okay,
so
I'm ready.
Also, Jesse is my guest for Full Moon Book Club. We're going to be reading Blood Like Magic by, what's her name? Lisette something?
LaSalle Songbird.
Yep. And that live show is November 19th at 6. You have something at 7. At 6 p.m. Central. Do you have any announcements, Mique, for your channel?
No, this is a really busy month. So if you subscribe to me, please don't expect anything until December because I'm like really swamped. November is a busy month, honestly. So apologies in advance for a content slump.
Bringing it back to productivity does not measure your work.
Hell yeah.
All right. So that's all. Have fun with the rest of Sapphicathon, y'all. Bye.